50 collected objects.
Archived by Sammy Burstow.
My memory object.
My memory object.
My memory object
is the postcard that I got in Brighton.
A fluffy duck.
Postcard from a holiday in Turkey.
It's a train that my father made for me when I was younger.
My first teddy bear.
My sports medals.
My grandma's ring.
A photo from my brother.
It's a woodpecker on a long thin metal pole, and the woodpecker starts at the top and pecks all the way down to the bottom.
The pass for the very first Formula One I've ever gone to.
Is it a harmonica?
Geneva transport card.
My granddad's watch.
It's a grey vase that was handmade by my late mother.
My moonstone necklace.
The bracelet or ticket to my last summer ball on my final year of university.
It's a scorpion that we acquired when we went to Mexico, Tijuana, on our honeymoon.
A photo of me and my stepdad from when I was very young.
This is Old Bear.
A guitar that I've had since I was 7 years old.
It's a Warner Brothers animation book.
A piece of coral which belonged to my grandmother coral.
Cufflinks.
It's threadbare.
There's a small blue hair clip in the shape of a fish.
Programme from a rugby game, Saracens against Moseley back in 1981.
My Michael Kors watch.
A drumstick.
The train ticket.
The 1984 12-inch release of Nelly the Elephant by the band Toy Dolls.
All little sentimental things, all in a very little sentimental box.
It's nice to have little things like this to remind me of her.
Around our fireplace, roasting chestnuts and learning like little melodies and playing for hours on end.
I've had them as long as I can remember.
Which is something I wanted to do since I was a little kid.
Because I was always looking for fossils, and I used to think I'd be able to find jewels on the beach, like rubies and diamonds and stuff. But no, I still like collecting shells.
It has a lot of happy memories of holidaying with my family in the sunshine.
And then after a couple of times seeing her, we didn't see each other for 20 years, and we're now back in touch, but that woodpecker has always been very special to me.
It's incredibly smooth, so it feels silky when you touch it, but it's incredibly strong and it never changes shape.
We've seen happy times and really sad times.
And when I was going through tough times in my life, because I had depression and anxiety, and I still do, my faith and me believing helped me a lot.
My stepdad died when I was 9 years old, and this is the only photo I have of just the two of us.
Makes me remember that day of listening to music with my dad, back when times were simpler and happier, and he was still here.
And it will always remain with me wherever I go, and it's precious to me for the rest of my life.
And I've now got to the point where I don't even bother with prosthetic hands. So it resembles my stubbornness and my ability to adapt.
And I've kept him because he's just always been there.
It's something I keep with a collection of various other objects that I guess kind of connect the dots in our friendship over the years.
I've got one and my brother had the other one.
It's kind of reminds me of how much my parents still gave to me even though they had very little.
Because I used to play with my dad on Saturday afternoons before dinner, and it was really fun.
So my dad used to sit with me for hours and teach me how to draw.
And my auntie bought it me for getting into uni, and it's just nice because it reminds me that she was like proud of me. And it was just a thing to help me stop biting my nails.
I have been rewarded in my after-school multi-sports club that remind me of my achievements and the fun that I have had there.
And actually it's really nothing to do with the actual ball, but it was the original film class group that together, and the bracelet reminds me that I went and I was part of that, and that I made it through the 3 years of uni to the party at the end.
It was a really enjoyable school trip, and we went to the pub twice.
And it was the first time I travelled by myself.
We had saved up the money over summer and then organised it all ourselves, so it was really nice to feel that independent.
We go to like a seaside town, and we play on the machines that have the tickets, and then we always buy me a ring using the tickets.
And this trip to Norway was definitely one of the best trips I've ever been on, just because of the freedom and sort of the space that you get to clear your head and clear your thoughts.
It was our first much needed holiday for a long time, so I kept that and I have it on the fridge as a reminder of the lovely place we visited and the lovely times we had.
And I keep it in my bag for good luck.
And it reminds me of the good times I had on the honeymoon.
So I remember putting these onto my shirt
and getting ready in my morning suit with my top hat and my cravat with all of my mates and all of my friends for one of the biggest days of my life when I went to marry Linda.
So that's the reason I've kept it.